Dear KXLY News 4, hello, my name is Tracy Stiles. I am a single mother of 3 wonderful children. When I saw KXLY was doing this contest, I had to respond. I have multiple sclerosis and I was diagnosed 20 years ago. And I have been fortunate in that I've been able to function relatively well until June of 2003. The MS has since taken its toll. My dilemma is my yard. It's a fright. I just can't do the yard work. Asking for help is something I have not yet become accustomed to. But I ask you for help now. Please consider us for this contest. Thank you, Tracy Stiles.
Welcome, everyone, to the Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 edition. I'm News 4's Mark Peterson. Well, as you've seen, this year's winner, Tracy Stiles, truly deserving of an Extreme Yard Makeover. We can take a look. If ever a yard needed one, it's this one. Of course, joining me again this year is the man who's going to have to pull it all together, or have his son do it at least. Clyde Hossey from Hossey Landscape Inc. And good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good to see you. I brought the shovel.
All right, now as you can see, the Stiles family, very deserving of an Extreme Yard Makeover, and Tracy said all she wants is a little grass.
Green grass.
Just green grass, that's all she wants.
Well, let's see what we can do with the green grass. Make it even a little bit more inviting if we can.
All right, do you think we can do a little more?
I think we can just sneak a few things in, okay?
Just a few things?
Just a few.
All right, so here's what we have. We have 36 hours.
Yep.
What, over 100 contractors are going to be involved?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of equipment.
And a lot of equipment.
I love that part.
You know, it's when the Bobcats fire up, my heart goes a little twitter patter.
Yes, I
All right,
love that.
we need to get started. First thing we should do is maybe put in the golden shovel.
That is the point of beginning, isn't it?
All right, Stiles family, here is your Extreme Yard Makeover.
Last year we kind of just said, here's Tuesday and let's go for it. So we're trying to get everybody organized this year. The lady, her name is Tracy Stiles. She's not here right now, so we're able to walk around the house and do whatever we have to. On the top of this one sheet, you'll see my cell phone number up there and the address. Any problems come up, call me. I don't want to, one central area, instead of coming to Clyde or to Mark or to anybody else, come to me first, and I will take care of anything that comes up, or scheduling problems or anything like that.
But we really do need you to try and be as safe as possible.
Cooperation with your fellow workers is going to be part number one. Coordination of your job, of your time, is real important with Chris. There's gutters going on, there's paint going on, there's just a ton of things going on. So it's, respect your workers, work with them.
Ideal Sod's been around for about 18 years in the Tri-Cities. We do ship sod to Spokane area weekly. We are actively in the market up here. We are promoting our sod for Witkoff Landscapes to do the retail, which is the homeowners. For Tracy, we're going to bring in 7,500 square feet of sod, and Hossey Landscape's going to lay it for her. And it's going to be as good as you see here or better. This is 1 day old sod. She's going to have the most beautiful yard in the neighborhood. This yard needs an extreme makeover. This yard doesn't have grass. It's got green stuff. Sod is a little more expensive at the beginning, but at the long term versus like a hydroseed, you have the weed control and the time, all the watering to get it up so that you don't lose the seed. With sod, it's instant gratification. It's down, you water it, it's done, and your bills go down because once you get her healed in with the roots growing, your water bills go down, and because of the quality of the turf, and then your fertilizer bills goes down. So it's the initial investment's a little steep, but the final product is you're saving money.
Welcome back, News 4 at 6. The Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 winner standing beside me, Tracy Stiles. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
So here's what we have. We've got Chris, marking it down. He's the 20-year-old. We've got the high schooler, Ryan. She's got some softball games coming up. She's a little worried about that. And, of course, Cameron here's the one in charge of the yard. And, of course, Clyde Hossey. Now, Clyde, what are you going to do to the yard?
Well, I'm not going to say right now, but I'm still waiting for a few more instructions.
All right.
More ideas.
What can you do?
It's an empty slate. I mean, anything is an improvement. Hello. I mean.
All right, I tell you what, it's time for you guys to go. I want you to go to E.J. Roberts' mansion. Have a good night. Don't watch any TV. You can't watch tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. All right?
Yeah.
Promise?
Promise.
Goodbye, everybody. There they go. There are winners for the 2005 Extreme Yard Makeover. Right back to you. That was fun.
Real now. I feel like a celebrity. I introduced myself the other day as, hi, I'm Tracy. This gal I hadn't met, she was at a friend's house, and I said, hi, I'm Tracy Stiles. I'm the winner, or I have the ugliest yard. I'm the winner of the ugliest yard contest, or something like that. I said, you wouldn't think you'd be proud of that, but I am. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh.
Well, welcome to the E.J. Roberts Mansion.
Thank you.
We're more than honored to have you here.
Who knew an ugly yard would pay off like that?
Oh my gosh, oh yeah. No kidding. This is, it was for ugly yard. I'm embarrassed. My neighbors are probably so thrilled. I mean, they're probably like, yes, they're probably having a party right now.
And good morning, Northwest. Welcome to this Tuesday morning, a very exciting morning because Mark's out in the rain.
All right, good morning. Yeah, it's an exciting morning, but it's also a very wet morning outside, Susanna.
Yes, it is, but you're going to be working rain or shine out there, aren't you?
We have 36 hours to do the Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 edition. Hossey Landscapes crew is on site, and they're getting ready. They know it's going to be a wet run for the next several hours, but they're getting ready for it. Shot right here.
I'm doing great this morning. A little bit of moisture. Hey, that's good. Look, actually, keep the dust down a little bit, okay? Peterson, are you about ready?
Clyde, I want you to make the call. I'm going to put the mic into my coat.
Start the Extreme Makeover, Mark. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's go! Let's go!
Minutes into the project.
Right.
Over the next 3 hours, what are we going to be seeing?
Well, we're going to see a lot of changes taking place, and as you can see already, it's already started to change.
All right, so far we've removed about 1/3 of the junipers, we've leveled the backyard, and we've got the poop up.
Right, and the fence is almost all gone.
Fence is almost all gone thanks to the help of Bobcat. What a way to tear down a fence, can I tell you?
And have multitude of them.
All right,
not just one.
the front yard jackhammering now, so they're getting that front porch out of there.
Yes, and your wall is down.
The wall is down, so
One of
now clean up to get the rocks out of the way, and we
Right.
start leveling the front
We
yard.
start leveling the front yard, and then we're going to begin to reset the fence
So-
soon. I mean, it's coming. They're ready. They're actually waiting for us, Mark.
All right, so we're behind them
We're
and they're
behind
all ready.
them. Yeah, we're right behind.
All right, so in the next 3 hours, we've got a lot to do, and a lot of it has to do with preparing the area in order for the crews to get caught up to us because the rain held us behind.
So, let's get out of the way.
Oh, the raindrops keep falling down. There's no doubt about it. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Mark Peterson. It's Tuesday morning. The Extreme Yard Makeover 2005. The Hossey Landscape crew and contractors from all over the region continue to rip up the front yard and deposit it in a dumpster. A dumpster.
Make sure we're going to reuse part of that in the smaller stuff. We use it in the rock garden, in the water features.
The backyard is just about ready for grading.
It's almost ready, so we're going to be cleaning this stuff up. Now that other far fence, we're going to take it down too.
Oh, really?
Yep, so we got that one to come down this way too. So
Have we
then-
told anybody, like the neighbor, we're doing that?
I was just doing that.
You know what I love? I love equipment that gets the job done. Three, two, one, go! This is what I call an extreme use of bobcats. I love bobcats. Joining us now is Tom McCotter from Bobcat West. And Tom, I got to tell you, the Bobcats have performed flawlessly this morning.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, it's great equipment.
All right, the versatility, we've seen them do about everything.
They do. As you look on site here, there's several different kinds of machines that we have on site. There's skid steer loaders, rubber track machines, and excavators as well. Doing all kinds of different projects.
With the skid steer, they've got a lot of mobility, but they also have a lot of traction for heavy loads, right?
Yes, they do. Different capacities, different size machines for doing different tasks. You'll see different attachments. Pretty much each machine has a different attachment on it right now. There's grapples, buckets, breakers for doing different jobs.
We saw them switch out a bucket to the grapple. It took about 5 minutes.
Yeah, tops.
You know?
Yeah, if you did it more often, you could do it faster than that.
All right. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot now and ask you what your favorite piece of equipment is out here when it comes to Bobcat.
It'll probably be the 442, the excavator. It's fun and easy to operate. I'm all about easy to operate.
Chris Hossey hasn't let anybody in that since it came on site.
I wonder.
We saw the extreme use of Bobcats when we took the whole front yard down in one fell swoop with 4 Bobcats side by side. If a homeowner wanted to do this, what's their choice?
Their choice would be to pick a really good contractor, somebody like Hossey Landscape, somebody in the Landscape Association, a contractor who's typically, does at a demolition company or things of that nature. Homeowners can use Bobcats. You can rent them. We rent them to everybody as well. But it's best to have the trained professionals operating the equipment for the heavy, extreme jobs, if you will.
The extreme jobs. Very nice tie-in.
It is.
Bobcats doing an extreme job today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Part of the Extreme Yard Makeover is the fact of what's sitting on the yard, and that's the back deck. Clyde,
Yes.
The Styles have a deck, but it's a deck that is in sorely need of some repair.
Major.
Craftsman Construction, Jim here.
Mark?
All right.
Clyde?
Can you tell us specifically what you're going to be doing for this deck? Because it is fairly unstable, even though it's just a couple of years old.
There's a number of things we're going to do to stabilize this deck. Of course, you've seen the rail system. We're going to tighten that up with leg bolts, carriage screws. We've got issues on the corner posts aren't properly secure, as well as the upper deck is really wobbly. We're going to stabilize that as well.
With that being done, then are we going to also tighten up the actual deck? Because when you walk out of it, that thing just shakes.
Most definitely. We're going to be putting in proper sub-bracing underneath
Brace
to really
underneath.
tighten it up.
Okay. That's
All right, so your crew's going to be rather busy. It's going to take them a while to get this thing done.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do in a very short time.
All right, what about the corner posts? You were talking about how you're going to have to drill through there and make sure the bolts are properly put in, the carriage bolts?
Correct. We want to make sure that we're putting putting in proper carriage bolts through the posts and into the framing, so we've got a nice solid connection.
To tighten it up, and even the uprights, you're going to be tightening those up also.
Most definitely. We want to make sure this is nice and secure so nobody's going to fall off the deck.
When you're looking at projects like this, it's amazing how many times I'm sure you run into things that aren't code. Code is there for safety.
Most definitely. And just to be understanding, the code is the bare minimum. That is the bottom line element to be followed. You should, by all means, surpass the code requirements by a great margin.
When in doubt, read it.
All right, what else do you have going on through Craftsman here on the Stiles home?
We've got a number of issues with the garage entry door was literally falling off the hinges. So we're going to go through and give them a nice, secure, insulated steel door, as well as we're replacing the front support post on the deck out front, as well as a new screen door for them.
So the roof is actually going to be lifted up now.
Yeah.
The front porch
I
of the
like
roof
that.
is
All right.
lifted up.
Other than that, you got nothing to do. Jim, thank you for your participation
Thank you,
in the
Mark.
Extreme Yard Makeover.
Clyde, thank you.
All right, the Extreme Yard Makeover, it's not just about grass, dirt, and plants, it's about the structure on top of it.
What we're seeing here is just a totally awesome event. Gives you faith that there are good people in this world, good things happening to good people. We don't see enough of it, and nobody better for this to happen to. Tracy and her family are just wonderful people, and they've had some real bad breaks, and they deserve this. It's just great.
We've been at it for about 4 hours. We're still housekeeping. We're just about done. We've got all of the garbage out of the yard. The fence is down. We've stripped the yard. Now, and including even the driveway. I mean, I even forgot about the driveway. And the walls are down. I mean, it is really looking great at this time. I know I lost a couple plants I was going to keep, but I think we're going to come alive again with the Japanese maple that was on the corner. Now the people can see around the corner. The magnolia that was in the middle. Well, we're going to just add a little bit more to the area, but really I feel pretty good about it. We lost a little bit on our head. We were hoping to have maybe the roof done a little bit by being stripped by now. It's not going to happen until about 1 o'clock today. So I hope it'll be done by, let's say 6, 7 o'clock tonight. Then in regards to some further issues like the painting, I was hoping they'd get started on it yet, but they said, well, tomorrow morning when it dries out. So some things are ahead, some things are behind, but I think overall we're hitting it off pretty well. So I think we'll be all right.
It's pretty cool.
We're so excited for Tracy. She's just a wonderful person and really deserves this.
So what we had to do here was that the porch was actually literally falling off. So what happened this morning? We had to jackhammer it out.
Jackhammered the old porch out. We actually made the landing about a foot bigger.
Coming out this way, wider?
Coming out off the house. You're wider by 3 feet.
Beautiful.
And we made a 16-inch tread, so you can actually sit. Yes.
The easeability, so when she walks up, she can have a wider step to actually step into. Now we're gonna have it finished in just a nice swept concrete.
Yep. We got bullnose faces on it, so they'll have a nice cantilevered edge on the front.
Oh, beautiful. Now, my other question: normal concrete takes some time to set up. So what are you gonna be pouring here today?
We've got a little bit of accelerator, and it's gonna go quick.
So what does that mean?
We've got about an hour.
An hour? You're kidding me. Well, I see the truck is just pulling up, so then we can get it going. Well, as usual, every year we have a new subject that needs to have a water tap made, and this is a typical water meter located in the front yard or the backyard, and there's always the T in here, and that's where the irrigation is going to take off of. So the water comes up right here in the front, goes through the water meter, registers off, and takes off, and that'll go around and feed around the yard. We'll do with a double check here at this point. Feed it out, go around, bury it around, and then our lateral lines will take off from that particular point. So this is the typical what they call the water tap. Well, at this time at about 1:15 in the afternoon, the weather has held us up a little bit with certain projects, but right now we're getting the water feature finished off. That is going to be setting of the boulders in there, the liner in there, but we're getting it dug, and that's a major thing. And as you can see, the fence is going up also, so that's going to be taking place real quick like. We have a couple special features and just beyond me, but I won't tell you what that is right now, what that other pad is for, but you'll see shortly. I've been waiting for this, and I hate to tell you this, but it's supposed to have started this morning at 6 o'clock, and here it is, 1:30, and it's finally coming off. The roof is finally being taken down. I mean, That is the most important part of this whole project because you can take it off, but you got to put new on.
We want to talk about the stove. It was an electrical hazard. It was broken down. It didn't work. What have we done?
Well, we couldn't get it fixed, Mark.
All right.
Sears came through.
All right.
Good old Sears, and they put a new range in. So
All
that's
right.
even in.
All right, surprise number one, a new range from Sears.
Yes.
Stand by, more surprises to come. All right, on the fence line, the concrete is setting. Everything is looking good. They're going to start putting the planks on it in about 15 to 20 minutes. These guys are doing great guns. However, we have another situation over here. Another big surprise, underground sprinklers. They're going in, but they're not done. And over here, the soils are being brought in. That's going to be the base for the sod that's going to be laid. That's going to happen tomorrow. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Whitcoff, way to go. Get the dump trucks in. Now I want to show you another fence. All right, I told you we were going to show you another fence. This one isn't wood, it's not metal, it's
It is
concrete.
concrete.
All right, Roger, tell us about this fence.
Well, first of all, it's a rated sound wall, so it cuts down any noise from the street, gives a nice quiet privacy, and it's lifetime fence, lasts 100 years, never have to paint it, no maintenance. The color is cast right in, so it never
Once
have to
it's
redo
set,
it.
balls can bounce off of it, it's not going to break.
Right.
And
Dogs
dog run over here.
Dogs can run into it.
And- all right, it's part
like
of the
that.
dog run. It's going to make it nice and quiet, and it's going to last forever.
And
so,
no maintenance.
And no maintenance. No maintenance. I told you we had some cool stuff. So concrete fencing, surprise number 3 for the Extreme Yard Makeover. Ryan, RPC, Rock Placing Company, it says it all.
It does say it all.
You just place rocks here and there. What are you doing for the styles?
Basically, we're putting in a water feature rock, a fountain rock, columnar basalt comes from Moses Lake area, and then we're accenting with some rocks from the Cheney area that we get locally, and we're putting about 15 landscape boulders in and around their shrub beds.
How heavy is the bubbler we're putting in?
The bubbler ranges probably right around 2 tons.
What are some of the more complicated things that you guys do for homeowners?
It used to be pretty simple, but as we've grown, we're starting to do a lot more challenging jobs on lakes, riverfronts, and stuff like that. Building large boulder retaining walls is what we specialize in.
And that's huge because it's a natural look, and people can do that in their home. I mean, and not only on river and water, but in town. I mean, it really looks nice.
Correct. One of the common things we're told is it looks better, lasts longer, and is usually cheaper in cost.
All right. What's a boulder this big around cost?
Generally, if you just pick one, if you just pick
one?
one rock up, usually they're anywhere between $25 to $30, not including delivery. We like to half load, do package deals where you can, because whether we send one rock or 8 or 9 rocks, 70% of the job is the drive time. So we try to structure it where we can package the rock together. If we're doing retaining walls, then we do it by the square foot. And like I said earlier, in most cases, it's economically feasible for both parties.
Well, I know the styles are going to like the architectural design. They're going to have the rocks around there. That bubbler is going to be wonderful. And the placing of that, well, RPC, they just place it in and it's ready to rock and roll.
It's ready to rock and roll.
All right,
That's
Roger.
right.
Thank
Appreciate
you very
it.
much.
Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, here it comes. Pool World gave a hot tub for Tracy Stiles. She has MS. Doctors say that'll help the condition. It'll help her pain. So here it is, surprise number 4.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Well, surprise number 4 is a hot tub. Ted from Pool World joining us now. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about your involvement, why you wanted this hot tub to go to the Stiles family.
Well, anybody who's had any familiarity with the family just knows they're a wonderful family, and we were asked to be involved with this and frankly wanted to be involved with it. It's a wonderful thing to do for a great cause, and we were just happy to be part of it.
Now, we all know that hot tubs can be relaxing and they've got the massaging jets and stuff, but with MS, this certainly will be much more of a relief to her than I guess it would be for other people.
Absolutely. It's going to give some benefits to her in terms of the muscles and things. She's going to feel a lot better, be able to do some things that maybe she hasn't done in the past, and just feel a lot more comfortable.
And the kids will enjoy it because it's water and it's a hot tub.
Absolutely. And it's so simple to own.
Now, we've done some things here to make sure that this thing's going to stay for a long time.
You bet. And, you know, the main thing that we've done is we've poured a good 4-inch thick concrete pad. We've got some electrical run by a qualified electrician. And just those two main items right there are going to ensure that this thing operates for years and years.
We should say don't pour the pad until you know what hot tub you're getting, so you get the right size.
Very important. So
or make a
it's
big
in the right
pad.
spot. Right. You can see here we had a tight fit and everything. It just worked out great. Everybody involved here has done a wonderful job.
All right, Ted and Pool World, thank you for bringing
You
in
betcha,
surprise
our
number
pleasure.
4. We do appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Extreme Yard Makeover, now hot tub style.
Right on.
This is the greatest thing that ever happened to Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, she's
From what I've heard, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her, but I've heard so many things from everybody.
Neat lady.
You know? Yeah.
Really a neat lady.
She's been through a lot, so this is just wonderful.
Channel 4 called us and asked if we would like to host the family and gave us a little background on the project. We were very excited about it. Hazy Landscaping had done some work for us. We were very pleased to be involved with a project that they were involved with, and that's how we got involved. Here at the Glover Mansion, we basically offer hospitality, and we try to provide our guests with whatever it is they need, whether it's just space to meet or gather, whether they need something catered, food and beverage, special services. We host a lot of weddings here and wedding receptions, and so our staff is geared to help coordinate those types of complicated events. So we try to be a full-service event coordinator and provide the services that folks need for a successful party. Our object is to have fun, and hopefully we have events here that are fun and people enjoy themselves.
Didn't that just like freak you out?
All right, we're officially at dusk, 14 hours into the project. Clyde Hasse, what do you think?
Well, I'm quite pleased right now. At least with the roof has already been stripped, and we're ready to go. You know, we're moving along very, very well. The water feature's set.
It is, and it looks beautiful. It's 4
coming.
big valves down there to make that bubbler work.
There's going to be over 100 gallons a minute coming out of that thing.
What does that cost to run a month?
Probably about 10, 15 bucks a month, maybe.
All right, and the water recirculates?
Recirculates, and the way that system has been set up, it's actually going to be kind of a cleansing. There's going to be no stale, stagnant water. It's always moving.
All right, wonderful.
Yes.
We've got the hot tub in. They're now getting it ready for sod. We've got the underground sprinkler system in already.
No.
No?
We're not, you know, there's
Not
still
quite
daylight.
there?
There's still daylight. We'll get that in yet tonight.
Oh, really? They got to put the heads in? They've got the lines run. They just need
No,
to
not
put
even that yet. But we get those pulled in.
What do they have done?
We have got it flagged out. The front is completely
Right.
completed, but not the back.
Okay.
Now, we have
All right.
concrete curbing going in.
Bottom line is the concrete curbing is the one that's off by about 6 hours.
Yes.
They need to make up time tonight, come in early in the morning and make it up, so they're going to do the front tonight and the back tomorrow. That's your update. We have 3 projects that are offline. Everything else is on time. All right, this is Lee from Creative Landscape Borders. We're under the lights of the Bobcat, the lights, because it's late at night and you're trying to get your borders done. Tell us a little bit about the process tonight.
Okay, well, tonight we just prepped the ground. We're putting down a stamped concrete.
Now, this is different than other concrete borders I've seen because it's dual color.
Yeah, it's a two-tone. It's got a release powder on it, which gives it a two-tone effect. integral color in the concrete.
And it's got a bit of a flat side to it. So, I mean, these borders, how many different shapes can there be?
Oh, there's various shapes. There's you got the molar edge, you got slant, you got square. The most typical ones we use. And there's the curved style.
All right.
As well.
What's it cost when, you know, someone calls and says, all right, Lee, I need you to come do my house. What are they looking at on a square? How much per foot?
A linear foot is, well, it starts with a plain Jane molar edge, which has a rolled edge on it. It's about $325 a foot. That's existing yard. On a new construction, it's a little bit less.
All right, well, it looks beautiful. And of course, they're going to bark, then put plants within the border, and you're going to have grass on the outside, so a very definitive edge will be made there.
Yep, it's a permanent edge.
Permanent edge, be there forever.
Yep. Should have no, if it's put down right, should have no problem with it.
If it's put down right.
Yep.
All right, Lee, thank you very much.
Bet, Mark.
All right, get back to work.
I'll do that.
All right, thanks. 9:30 at night, we told the neighbors that we'd be shutting down by 10. We're going to be pushing that a little bit tonight because we still have quite a bit of work going on. The curbing, Lee and his crew is still doing
funny
that.
setting that in, and he's almost done back here, but maybe we'll forget about the front for right now and do it tomorrow morning.
He might have to do it tomorrow morning. Your crew's back here trying to get pavers ready.
Trying to get a few more pavers down, but I don't know, maybe tomorrow.
Lots to do, but tonight and today a great effort.
Right. Tomorrow being Wednesday, we're going to be able to finish her off. We got flowers to get planted, I think.
Yeah?
A few other things, sod to go down, green side up.
Maybe a
system,
tree.
A tree or two.
All right.
Bark.
So that's the first night. It's been a great day. The rain delayed us in the morning, but we've caught up for the most part. Still 2 projects that are going to push into the night and probably into the morning.
We're here for another day. What are we going to say? Get her done. Weather's better. Looks good. So, no rain. I love it.
Good morning, Northwest, and welcome to this Wednesday morning, day 2 of our Extreme Yard Makeover. We'll have more on that in just a moment. Mark, how you doing out there?
Doing pretty good. We had a late night last night trying to get caught up, but the picture here this morning, much different, not only construction-wise, but weather-wise than we had yesterday morning.
So what do we have to do to get ready for this asphalt?
We're gonna have to get it down a grade, and the gravel's here on the side already. They're gonna compact it and then lay the gravel down, and then hopefully get the trucks in here to get the asphalt in.
You want asphalt to end up here? Well, we can end it up anywhere in here. Right, Figure about there, match the ground? Yeah, that would be fine. Okay, that's what we'll do.
All right, this morning we're squinting. The sun is out. That's good news. The bad news is we've got a lot of moisture that's underneath the driveway, so they have to continually dig it up, replace it with dry material, and then go back over and then recompact it. And then they're finding more wet spots. That set us back about an hour and a half. The good news is Barton Roofing showed up. They're going to start loading it up. Crew's going to start putting on the roof. That's going to be great because they're going to have a new roof. They're going to have it done in about 3 to 4 hours. The sod showing up at 10 o'clock. Everything is on time there. And the asphalt should be here in about, the asphalt is here. Now they just got to get the spots out and get everything ready for the paving. Spokane Rock Products, a big part of the Extreme Yard Makeover, and of course Ed's joining us now. Now, Ed, tell us what we're going to be doing with the asphalt.
Well, right now we're raking it in so that you have the walkway through here, and they're going to stamp the walkway for the homeowner, give them a nice rock pattern. And as soon as they're done with that, they're going to get over here and pave the driveway, and we have a sport court going in as well.
This is all handwork because it's such a small area. You're going to get to use the big machine on the driveway itself.
Yeah, we'll use the paver for pulling down the driveway. And you see the handwork tamping it in here, and they'll come in with the little whackers and get a nice compactor for them.
All right, tell us about SRP's association with Extreme Yard Makeover and, of course, the Stiles family. What do you think?
Well, I think this is a great thing. This is our second year being involved in this. Happy to do it.
What about the cost between cement and asphalt?
Well, asphalt, we're probably, with the rock coming in here and doing all this work, it's probably $1.50 a square yard, or square foot, excuse me, on this here. concrete. Smaller areas it's cheaper, better to go with concrete. As you get bigger and bigger, asphalt gets less expensive per square foot.
All right, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're part of the Extreme Yard Makeover 2005, and we do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Casey joining us with BST Surfacing, and of course they're doing the imprinting of the asphalt. Sort of walk us through the project that we're doing here for the Styles.
Well, what we're doing here is after Spokane Rock paved the walkway, we're just going to kind of kick it up a few notches and do a little imprinting in the asphalt to break it up from the driveway. This is a stone pattern to match the stone that's on the side of the house.
And literally this is a cable, a metal cable that gets pushed into the asphalt and makes a permanent imprint.
That's correct. The cable is laid over the top and then driven in with a heavy plate compactor.
After you have this imprinted, then what happens?
Then we mix up a coating, and it's a sand and epoxy coating that is sprayed out over the top and brushed in.
When we look at a job like this, and I've seen you do a couple of jobs, and this ends up being a pretty standard range what we're doing here today.
Sure.
What does something like this cost for the homeowner if they wanted BST to come in and do some imprinting?
On top of the asphalt, once they have the asphalt down, we could come in and reheat existing asphalt and imprint it. And it basically runs about $5 a square foot, give or take the complexity of the job.
Right.
Something like this might run, you know, $300 or $400 to imprint this, and then maybe, depending on the colors, you might add another couple $100. So out the door, you might be looking at $600-700. So.
Well, I know the Styles are going to love this. I know we appreciate you being part of the Extreme Yard Makeover family. The Extreme Yard Makeover crew's working hard. We're going to help them out by showing you the pavers we're putting at the Styles home. This is around the brand new hot tub they have.
Isn't this pretty?
This is going to be beautiful because it's water resistant. It's going to last forever. It keeps a beautiful appearance. At starting point, we dig down 6 inches. We're going to add about 4 inches of 5/8 minus gravel. On top of that, after it's compacted, let's mention that. We need to make sure that we put the whacker.
Compact it real tight. I mean, it can be done by hand, but with a machine, a whacker, you get about a 90% compaction, and that's very important.
Because that's going to keep everything level through the winter time when it's the freeze thaw. We're going to put 1 inch of sand, coarse sand, over the top of that.
For drainage.
Make it level.
Right.
And then we're going to add the pavers. You're going to tap the 3 in, make sure that they're level.
Right.
And you're going to go to the next one. Tap it into place nicely. What happens is this is going to set them in, and it's going to set your course. You want just a little bit of drainage.
Right. We're going to lock them in with this real fine sand. When we get all done here, we're going to lay it out and broom it across and then run the whacker again. That's going to tie all these little slots in, and Mark, they will be tight forever and ever.
You can do it in a weekend. The Styles had it done in a matter of a couple of hours with the Extreme Yard Makeover teams. All right, Jamie, first of all, welcome to the Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 edition. Your boys are busy.
Yeah, they're very busy.
All right, let's talk about what you're doing to the Styles home. I think you've got about every body you have
Just
right
about,
here on this.
Just about.
All right, how long is it going to take them?
About 3 hours.
About that. That's pretty fast for
That's
a
pretty
house
quick.
painting. Now, something like this, again, you're going to have it done in 3 hours. A normal crew shows up to a house, you know, Joe citizen on the street. How long is a house like this going to take, and how much would it cost them?
It's about a 3-day job, start to finish, and it costs anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500.
All right.
Plus the fence.
Okay, now the fence, that's a whole other issue.
Right.
You guys came in, you stepped up, Columbia Paint stepped up and said, okay, we got to make this fence look good.
Right.
So you're putting a protective coating on it.
Correct.
How long will the fence take you?
It'll probably take, Scott is doing that, it'll probably take him about 4 hours.
All right, well, it's going to look beautiful. There's no doubt
yeah,
about
it's
it.
looking great already.
All right, your guys are smiling. They're having a good time.
Oh, they're all excited to be here.
They got a lot of work in front of them.
Yep, they're up for the challenge.
All right, Jamie, get to it. We thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
House is getting painted. That is surprise number 5 on the Extreme Yard Makeover. All right, everybody, there's been, 5 surprises so far? Now it's time for surprise number 6. From the Home Builders Association, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new shed so that everything can stay there instead of cluttering up their garage. And it's got a front door and a back door. Pretty cool. Well, when it comes to Whitcoff Supply, anything else is just dirt. Tom's joining us now. We're talking about more than just dirt. You guys have brought a lot into this project for the Extreme Yard Makeover.
We sure have.
All right, let's sort of work it down.
Well, the soil we brought in for this project is actually what we call our 50-50 mix. And it's 50% screened black dirt with standing loam. And it's a real good product for laying sod, seeding lawns, for shrubs, planting trees, and so forth.
So we've got that, the 50-50 mix. You brought in gravel.
I did.
You brought in pavers.
Brought in pavers.
You even donated a couple flower pots.
I did.
What am I missing?
We're going to blow lots of bark here real soon.
All right. So when you look at the Extreme Yard Makeover and Whitcoff kicking in as much as they do, where's the company stand on all this?
Oh, we love it. I mean, it's for somebody that could use it. And we like to show the public that we care. So.
All right. Plus, it's a good product. There's no doubt about that.
It's a very good product.
Bottom line is, if you want to know what the experts say, bring them out. They'll take a look. They'll tell you what you need, and they'll tell you what it'll cost.
Sure will.
All right. And if you start with a good base, everything on top of it's going to grow better.
That's right.
Oh, look at that, huh? Tom,
Right.
thank you very much.
You
We
bet,
appreciate
Mark.
your help.
You bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, another Extreme Yard Makeover family member. Time now for lucky number 7. Take a look from JB Sports. It's a professional basketball hoop and backboard. And, of course, a sport court to go with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it just keeps getting bigger and better. All right, Sandy, again, part of our Extreme Yard Makeover family with invisible fence, and the name implies it all. It is an invisible fence.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit what you're doing for the styles. They've got Annie, and, well, Annie's a dog.
Annie is a lovely golden retriever, and we're very excited about keeping her out of the water feature in the backyard.
Okay.
And now all Goldens love to get in the water, so we're running a wire in the actual water feature and setting it so that it keeps her on the perimeter so she can look at it but not get into it.
Now, when it comes to invisible fence, it's a training tool more than anything, is it not?
Well, the electronics have to work correctly, and we're able to adjust our electronics so that it's going to fit Annie's personality.
And also the visible flags tend to help with that training, correct?
Yes, she's going to actually learn that when she gets to the flags, they're going to beep and she needs to stay away from them. When she understands that, and we do that with treats, it's very positive. When she understands that, we do add in a little correction to remind her to stay away. So she's going to learn, and then she's going to have it reinforced, and we're going to be there every step of the way teaching her.
Thank you so much. We're glad to have you part of the family here for the
Thanks.
Extreme Yard Makeover.
We're glad to
and
be here.
Safe Dog Haven.
There you go.
The Extreme Yard Makeover is about yards. However, now it's about homes. Pat joining us now from Columbia Paint. And, well, we've got the guys putting your paint on.
Yes.
Tell us what kind of paint and the process to get it here.
The paint they're putting on today is Columbia Paint's Premium Pro 224. It's a very high grade of paint. They put on approximately 20 gallons and probably 3 gallons of trim. And looks like they're doing a great job.
Now, let's talk about what you're doing for the styles. We have the exterior paint we talked about. The fence?
The fence, we used a product called Wood Tech. It's our premium line of wood product for fences. It lasts about, you can expect about 2 to 3 years. It's a maintenance product that you want to go over from time to time. And also, we are supplying interior paint that the neighbors are graciously going to apply for the homeowner as well.
How'd that come about? A little neighborhood meeting?
Neighborhood meeting and just helping out, and she's going to be blessed.
When you throw on this Columbia paint, look at the difference from when it was whatever color that was, reddish something.
There's no word for that red.
And it had been years, years. I mean, over a decade since it had been painted. This covered it up in one coat.
One coat coverage.
All right, very nice. Pat, we thank you for being another part of our Extreme Yard Makeover family, and welcome to the family.
All right, thank you very much.
All right. surprises can one family have? How about surprise number 8? There we go, 8. Their barbecue basically blew up about a month ago. Sears heard about it and said, how about this one? It's a kitchen on wheels.
I'm just shocked and amazed and thankful, and not a better person or more deserving person to win the thing, and I just can't believe everything you've done. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. The whole family does.
Two hours to go. The Extreme Yard Makeover now under pressure because there's a lot of stuff right there.
Right, and we added a few extra things along the way, too. You know,
Hard to believe.
Oh, really?
Okay, the bark's going in the backyard.
Right.
The sod still hasn't touched ground in the backyard.
We're working at it.
They're finishing up the painting.
Yes.
All right, of the
We're still
fence.
planting flowers.
Still planting flowers.
Still nozzling the sprinkler system.
Okay.
And still cleaning up.
But other than that, it's all done.
We're
Ladies
all right
and
there.
gentlemen, we have 2 hours of work to do, and there's probably about 6 hours worth of work to do. It'll be fun.
I think the color of the house is going to surprise her. I think when she sees her house went from barn red to this light beige color, she's going to be surprised.
Oh, I think it's been going real good.
Yeah.
I think we're real close to being right on schedule.
I think she's going to drive by our house. She's not going to recognize it, but I'm sure she's going to be real excited.
They really needed it. I can't believe the difference. It's beautiful.
I'm impressed with how much can be done in a short period of time. We're doing a very tasteful job, it looks like.
I can't believe it's on schedule as well, because there's a lot of work that happened, a lot of contractors, a lot of different people doing different things at the same time. No accidents, nobody got hurt. It's a pretty amazing project.
Hey, there's a lot being done here. I'm really, really proud of everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the one that's created many a headache today, but Chris Hossey, his son, has done a wonderful job working around him nevertheless. All right, so for Hossey Landscape and for News 4, I'm Mark Peterson. Still to come, the reveal coming up at 6 o'clock. News 4 at 6. We hope you join us. It's going to be fantastic.
So, what are you feeling?
I feel like I'm going to the hospital and having a baby and not wondering if it's a boy or a girl, but this is now I'm going home to know I'm going to have a yard. My yard was born kind of type thing, you know? It's just like, oh my gosh.
Well, this is it, what we've all been waiting for, the 2005 Extreme Yard Makeover. The Stiles family just moments away from seeing this incredible transformation.
Mark Peterson is there live. Mark, take it away.
All right, I tell you what, we're waiting for him to come right around that corner. They're going to come in with a sheriff's escort.
Are you crying, Mom?
I haven't even seen it yet. Come on.
Spokane Limousine is bringing in John, the driver. We're going to have him stop right about there. Stop there, sir. Now we're going to come to the door, and we're going to open it up. I know this is usually John's job, but I'm going to do it. Ryan, how you doing? Good. Look at me. Do not look towards the house. Go over here and stand on the line. Tracy, look at me. Look at that house over there. Here's the deal. This is Clyde Hossey. This is his son, Chris Hossey. Between the two of them and a lot of other people, we've done amazing things. Get them out of here.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Head it out. Let's go.
And this is going to be very cool. We have a little something for all of you. Look at me. Are you ready? Remember, look at me. Are you ready? Your Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 is ready for you. Turn around. I wish wish you could hide your emotions. What do you think? It's a silly question. By the way, you do live here. Come on, can I show you some things? Come with me. Did you see the color of your house?
I can't see. It's not red.
No, it's not. It's a modern color.
It's actually tan.
It's very. Oh, it's.
Did you notice the new roof?
Oh my God, Cameron, you got your roof! Oh my God! No, I didn't.
You know, this neighborhood figured there wasn't a better person to receive this makeover, and they've shown their love. By the way, if you ever get lost, there's your number right into the street. See, it's just the little things. I'm going to stick with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Stiles family, the Extreme Yard Makeover 2005 winners, and we're not done yet. We're coming back, and we're going to show you the backyard.
I forgot about the backyard. So much. Oh my God. We got a new roof.
All right, everybody. It's time to enter the backyard. Now, come with me. We don't have much time. Look at the garden beds. Those are nice. Look at the new fence. Look at it's beautifully painted. Everything looks. We're coming along a beautiful area here where we have a nice little tree. We have rocks. Do you see the storage shed? That's for your lawnmower, for your garden tools. Okay? So I want you to come around. Now look at all across. Look at all your friends and family there. All along this fence line. There's great things. Okay? All right, so as we continue to move across, I want to tell you something. I want you to look at me. Look at me. We know you have MS. You hear water. I know. You have MS. You had to leave your work. And we knew that if you had something to help ease the stress, that maybe your days would be better. So what we did is made sure that Pool World put in a new hot tub and a new fountain.
Oh my God.
It's a bubbler. So look at your walkway up to your hot tub. It's bubbling. Hey, dudes, guys.
A hot
There's a
tub? I
stereo
didn't
in
hear
it.
hot tub.
Where? You go,
Oh
yes,
my
so easily.
God. I just heard water. Oh my God.
See the water fountain there in the hot tub? They say that this will help your MS. We checked with doctors. They said this is going to be perfect for you. This will help ease the pain, and your kids will have fun in it. We heard that you blew your stove up, right? So you're going to be cooking outdoors, and your barbecue almost blew up. So look it up there. We brought the kitchen out to you.
Holy.
Huh?
Oh my God. Oh, Cam. Oh, we have a place to sit.
Oh, patio furniture as well.
Oh my Cameron, look at the barbecue.
Sears decided they wanted to help out.
Oh
Okay, but
my
what happens in
God.
the wintertime? It gets cold.
I have a burner that works.
Now you have 4.
You
We
fixed
put a
it?
brand new one in. It's in the kitchen. That is a big surprise for you. So your kitchen, you got a new stove.
I got a new stove.
Remember that wall, that rock wall you wanted to keep? It's in there. That's your rock wall that I ran through with a bobcat.
Who is that? Oh my God, you're such a genius. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna help everybody.
kind of special from our gal. You've spoken to her, and this is a book of ideas, some thoughts on MS. All of the items that are listed in here, we've been talking to many people through the community, involved in through many ways to be helping to you, working with you. Just a continuation of many things. And from us to you, we hope it has some value and some help. And again, our person at our office, she fell in love with the idea of putting together. So.
Oh, is she here?
And she also knew that you loved angels.
I do love angels.
Thank you.
Extreme Yard Makeover 2005, a huge success by the smiles of the Styles family. You guys, thank you so much for writing in. We want to thank the Hosseys for all their effort and patience, and of course, being good. All the contractors, thank you so much to the volunteers. This has been Extreme 36 hours, and now we just give it to you and we thank you and hope you enjoy it. All right, all right, that's it. Extreme Yard Makeover 2005. We'll see you next year.
Thanks, everybody!
Very nice. I'm going to show you more of the destruction. But remember, it's got to be torn down to be rebuilt. You have to. Did they tell you how far down it is?
Well, only when you find it.
Well, let's
Only when you
see.
find it.
That's when the outtakes are.
We having fun yet? At least it's not raining. I want a bubbler.
I like a bubbler.
How about bubbly? Not a bubbler. All right, I told you about another fence. This is it. It's not wood. You're in my shot, son. It's not wood. I thought that was sort of funny. You didn't like that? Oh, all right.
All right, everybody, the 5 o'clock news is over. 6 o'clock news is half an hour away. We do have David's Pizza here. Mark Starr is your chef. We do have 2 pizzas ready and more coming out of the oven on a daily basis. So it's only $2.95 a slice. No, come on up and eat, everybody. We got some dinner.
Here's your jelly donut.
Oh, thank you
That's
so
for
much.
you.
Not only does he host a TV show,
Hey, $5 a car. That's all I'm asking.